Hi everybody, I am excited to be here with you today. I'm going to do something I've never done before, more of a vlog style, and I wanted to take you with me on my own healing journey for a physical symptom. I wanted to show you a peek behind the curtain, as you might say, about how I use energy healing, specifically EFT tapping. To help with my own physical symptoms, and then how I actually help other people as well. But I wanted it to be more of a in the moment, this is literally happening to my body right now, and I'm going to do a couple of day follow-ups just to give you some information so you can see from start to finish what this looks like. So let's get started. Let me introduce what I am going to be working on for myself. It is frequent urination. I have dealt with this in the past, and I did want to make that clear that this is more of a flare for me right now. So I have dug deep over the years to investigate this problem. I've done a lot of different healing techniques for it, and it wasn't until I started using energy healing specifically that it vastly improved. But as I have come to understand and accept about our bodies, physical symptoms are messages. They are trying to communicate something with us about our emotional or mental behavior patterns that need to be addressed. So instead of me feeling like I have regressed in my frequent urination or feeling like, oh, it's back or something's wrong, I am choosing to see this as a message from my bladder to me. It's a loving message, in my opinion, that I need to take care of some emotional energy that needs to be processed and released, so that my bladder can go back to doing its job. Because its job is to hold urine. It is a container, but also the bladder can also hold emotions or belief patterns, thought patterns, things that are more mental and emotional. It holds that energy as well. So the problem that happens is that when it gets full of emotions and thought patterns, it doesn't have space for the physical urine anymore. And so then it feels full all the time, and it needs to release the urine because it cannot hold anymore. And since I haven't released emotional energy, it's filled up of that. So that's what I'm going to show you how I do that today, and then I'll give you updates on what does it feel like after and how long does it take for this to clear up. And what is this? So frequent urination, meaning my bladder feels full a lot of the time. Even after I go to the bathroom, it never feels fully released or empty, and then it feels like it fills up quickly and like I need to go to the bathroom a lot. And like I mentioned, I used to have this problem every day, and I started taking a tally, and I would go, like I think more than 15 times a day. And that is not actually common or average. I believe it's more like 7 to 9 times a day. I was waking up every single night during the night to go to the bathroom. My bladder could not hold, or my brain thought that my bladder could not hold the urine the full night through. And I thought that I had a really tiny bladder, and that was the story I told myself, and I would tell this story all the time. Oh, I have a small bladder, I have a small bladder. So I'm not going to get too much more into the background story because I should probably make a separate video about that. but I just wanted to give you some of the symptoms, the feelings that I am currently having. Again, I am not in pain. I just feel a lot of fullness and energy in my bladder. And also, the other thing that happens is that it's taking up a lot of my energy brain space because it's causing me to think about it a lot. And then it causes me to wonder, do I need to go to the bathroom? If I leave the house right now, will I make it to a bathroom? Will I have time to go for this walk? I like to be outside a lot, and I worry that I'm going to have to go to the bathroom on this walk in the woods. What am I going to do? So it does cause me a lot of anxiety around it, thinking about it a lot. And then again, it is disrupting my sleep currently because I am getting up again in the night, and I have not been doing that for several months, maybe even a year, every once in a while, but not on a regular basis. But in the last couple of weeks, it has increased and kind of returned to getting up every night to go to the bathroom. All right, so that's a pretty long intro, but wanted to give you some background info. So what I'm going to do right now is take you on a behind-the-scenes journey of how I do energy clearing using EFT, and then when I'm done doing it, I will come back here and share what I'm feeling and what I experienced, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I have to say in that moment right afterwards, and then I'll do a follow-up tomorrow and let you know what I experienced the rest of today and overnight, and let you know how I'm doing. Are you ready? Great. Okay, so in front of me on my computer screen, which you can't see, I have my tapping script, which I have written specifically for frequent urination and my bladder. So right now what I'm going to do is go ahead and do my EFT tapping, and you can watch along. I will speed it up because it will probably take me about 15 minutes to get through, maybe less. I'll see. I'm not quite sure how long this one is. So, okay, I'm going to go do that right now, and you can see what that looks like. Hopefully I don't yawn too much. I do have my mascara on today. I don't normally wear that when I'm doing healing because as I clear, I yawn a lot and mascara drains all over my face. But we'll see. I was feeling spunky today. Okay, let me get started now. Okay, I am done tapping. It felt really nice, really calming. I wonder if you can actually see an energy shift in me. I feel a lot calmer. I wonder if I look a lot calmer. I'll have to look at the recording after I'm done with this. I'll be curious. So I wanted to share what I was feeling physically, energetically in my body while I was doing that. So when I started the setup point right here, and the words that I was using, I immediately could sense a release of energetic pressure or just thoughts escaping through my brain, through my crown. It just felt like a release of distraction, really. And then as I went through the whole tapping script, I felt a lot of that tightness and tension in my bladder start to release. It would kind of retense and then it would release. So I feel like it's already, as I'm sitting here focusing on it right now, I can feel like it's just kind of relaxing, like taking a big sigh of relief. It's, it's a muscle. So think about when you overuse a muscle and it really tightens and you have a knot in your back or something, and then when you can start to feel that muscle open up and release, it just feels so nice. And then at the very end, when I totally was done with the whole tapping script, which I believe it took me about 10 to 12 minutes, I just sat for a couple of moments and breathed and just felt into my body. And almost immediately, I got this urge that I needed to go to the bathroom. And that's a good sign to me, because energetically, when you release emotions, they are, like toxins, and your body processes them by flushing them out of your system. So I'm not discouraged by the fact that I need to go to the bathroom. I'm more encouraged in, yes, this is energy releasing those emotions, those thought patterns that I just processed through my EFT tapping. I can let them go and let my bladder just expand and allow it to do its job of holding my actual physical urine instead of emotions or mental thought patterns. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for now, for today. I'm going to just be aware of, am I paying less attention to my bladder? That's always tricky, because if I'm not paying attention to it, will I remember to think about it? That's a good sign. Do I feel like I am feeling less of an urge to go to the bathroom, or just a decrease in the frequency of urinating? And I'll be curious to see if I have to wake up tonight to go to the bathroom. I'm going to keep it the same. I'm not going to reduce my liquids or anything. Actually, when I do energy clearing, I try to increase my liquids because of that flushing. So I will check back tomorrow, give you an update, see how I am feeling, and yeah. It's all a test to see if you like this process, what you think of it. So I will be back. All right, so this is day 2. It has been a full 24 hours since my previous recording, day 1 tapping, and I have noticed a lot of improvements. I am so excited about it. It's definitely not 100% where I would want it to be, so I did do another round of tapping today, but I have noticed that I am definitely going to the bathroom less. When I do go to the bathroom, my bladder feels a lot more like it released everything. It doesn't feel like it's still holding on to something, so it does feel empty. And then I am able to go a lot longer in between needing to use the bathroom, even though I am still drinking plenty of water and other liquids. So that is exciting to me. I definitely feel improvement. Even sitting here thinking about my bladder, it just feels so much more relaxed. It's not causing me so much mental anxiety, because I was thinking a lot about it prior to my tapping. It was taking up a lot of my space, and now I have had to almost force myself to think about it to give this update, which is a great sign for me. And then another exciting news is that I was able to make it the whole night without having to get up and go to the bathroom. I did wake up and think about it, but I checked in and could tell definitely that my bladder wasn't full. It was more of like a mental thought pattern of like, oh, I think I need to go to the bathroom, and I know my body to know that I really didn't need to. Is more of my mind. So I told my mind, you've got this, like you can hold it. And I was able to go back to sleep, and then I was able to make it the whole night, which was about 7.5 hours of hold my bladder holding all of my urine before I got up in the morning to go to the bathroom. So that was very exciting to break that pattern. So I think I mentioned, I did do another round of tapping today. I just felt like my body definitely still needed it. It wasn't completely balanced out. Hopeful that there will be more improvements tomorrow, but I will check back because I know that while I do see improvements same day, I see the most improvement after a night's sleep, and my energy can recalibrate itself. So I will be back tomorrow with another update and let you know how I am feeling. All right. Hello, this is day 5. I actually skipped recording day 3 and 4 because not much was happening. So thought I would keep this video as short as possible. Day 3 was pretty similar to day 2. Definitely felt improvements, except the night prior I did have to get up in the night to go to the bathroom, and as well as last night. So that's still occurring, but I am just choosing to acknowledge that that is okay. It doesn't necessarily mean anything about my bladder. Also, I am much less distracted by my bladder. There is no longer any sort of that constriction feeling in it, in the muscle, between needing to go to the bathroom and let's see, feel like I am able to hold my urine a lot longer, and also when I do end up going to the bathroom, I'm getting like a full release. It doesn't feel like there is something still being held onto, or like it's not fully empty. So I am going to consider this the end of this vlogging session. I definitely feel much more in balance. I did tapping on days 1, 2, 3, and 5. I did skip yesterday because I forgot, because life. But I did tapping just before this video as kind of like a final rebalance, and I'm feeling pretty good about where I am at in my journey. Also wanted to put in this video about how I had a realization not only about my emotional state and acknowledging that those types of things will affect me, but being realistic about the idea that there's a lot happening in astrology right now. At the time of recording this video, there was a full moon lunar eclipse, which brings out a lot of emotion. We are also in Cancer season, which is all about emotion. So acknowledging too that there is a lot at play with the universal energies of astrology, that it's a lot about water. Cancer is a water element or sign. Cancer is a water sign, and just the whole idea of the full moon bringing out a lot of emotions with that eclipse. So all of that does play into our bodies, and I'm acknowledging that that is also another factor in this frequent urination journey that I am on. So I will leave it at that for this session. I'm feeling really excited and just relieved. I feel like that tension and that constant reminder and just like the energy that was taking up in my brain of just like thinking about it a lot and just kind of being like frustrated and annoyed about it is totally gone, and now I can focus on other things, which, yay, that's what the whole point was. So I hope you found this vlogging session helpful. Let me know in the comments below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already for more updates every time that we post a video. If you want to reach out directly about questions, please feel free to do so. And until next time, take care.